it's very hot technology in the market. If you see the growth of Salesforce year by year, it shows that it's now a huge, or it's going to cover huge market in future, and it is the only one single player in the market dominating this entire industry. You can see SAP, Oracle and Microsoft, they are regularly coming down and Salesforce going always up. That is the reason the salaries are very huge in Salesforce market. Just for an example, if I show you the USA salary, by which you can also assume what kind of salary will be there in India, you can understand what an amazing number this is in terms of salaries for experienced mid-level person and entry-level person. If the entry-level person is getting that much salary, you can understand what amazing boom will be there for this technology in the market, right? So this is the reason why so many people are coming from other technology to Salesforce, because they know not only salary but also their career will be very much good. So now it's time to understand about this job demand, and please note that as there is plenty of projects coming in Salesforce, job demand also very much huge. Maximum jobs are in USA, so many people doing Salesforce, learning Salesforce in India, and after 1-2 years they are moving to USA because there is huge demand. And in other countries as well, the demand is absolutely fine. It's growing day by day in various countries as well, including India, one of the biggest service provider for Salesforce. So now, after getting all this information about the market and everything, it's time to proceed for understanding this training methodology. So now I'm going to start teaching you something. This will be just a demo for you to understand what kind of teaching quality we provide into the training process. So let's start. Now, till this point, do you have any kind of questions?
No questions.
Okay, great. So now let me continue some kind of teaching process so you can understand the quality of teaching as well. So first of all, please note that if you are a person having no much plans on Salesforce, no connection to the Salesforce, then understanding the things like Salesforce started the journey as a CRM tool. Then it moved to sales domain, then marketing domain, then shipping domain, then finance, healthcare, infrastructure, education, wearable device, Internet of Things, etc. etc. Salesforce is now just expanding everywhere. Then this is sufficient for you, for your knowledge, because you're having no such plans on Salesforce. But when you're planning to put your time, your career and your money in Salesforce, you should not stop here. You should understand why Salesforce is so much essential to the market. What exactly Salesforce is giving to the market, because of which all these big companies like Coca-Cola, Facebook, Google, all the Snapdeal, all these are using Salesforce for their internal business. And how exactly Salesforce is completely making transformation of the business. The same you can do for your customer's business to make your employer and your customer happy. In short, we are going to see the 101 of Salesforce, like how it all started since the beginning and where the things are right now till the end. So first thing which we are going to start with, understanding the importance of or the meaning of CRM. A question may come in your mind that Shekhar, this demo session is of Salesforce. Then why we are talking about CRM? It's because Salesforce is nothing but a CRM tool or application. Now another question may come in your mind. So Shekhar, do you mean that the reason why Salesforce is so much successful today? So one of the reason is being a CRM tool? Yes, absolutely correct. One of the reason why Salesforce is so much in demand, successful, is the CRM tool. That is the reason Salesforce is in huge demand. Now what is CRM? Let me tell you by taking to the history. Somewhere around late 1970s and somewhere around early 1980s, I am going to take you to the history. Now at that time, computer was a new concept and very few companies were there giving service. Everything was new. Everything was going smooth. But suddenly some small companies started giving the service in the market with comparatively less pricing. So what happened? Because of this, existing customers of existing companies started getting confused that what should I do now? Because new companies are charging me high, new companies are charging me less. Old companies are charging me high. Where should I go? And this way, customers started getting distracted, deviating. These existing companies came into the panic mode and they started doing some kind of, you can say, brainstorming activity. Then they realized, that right now the problem is we all are focusing on one concept that is we are focusing on all one concept that is a functionality. Our center point is functionality, nothing else. But we should not focus on only functionality. We should focus on one more thing that is nothing but customer. Because each and every customer is different and we should always focus on their requirement. For example, there is a person with the name, let's say for example Shaker. Maybe he is coming from a big company and having some kind of requirement which is very complex and there is no issue of money to Shaker, for example. Let's say there is a person, a Chinmaya, he started a new company recently and he is from a startup company and he is saying we need a different kind of service. So here for Shekhar, we need to provide a different package. For Chinmaya, we need to provide a different package, and this way we should focus on customer centric way. This was the realization these people had and they started working on customer centric manner. The result was, what was the purpose? To keep eye on each and every details of customer, his past requirements, issues, future plans, etc. And what was the result? Amazing. That ensured complete satisfaction to the customer, and because of that people found success, and that then it became core of IT world. Now please note, mobile phone is a concept. Those companies which realized that this concept is going to be a need of mankind in future, they started early putting efforts on that. They are today billionaires. For example, Samsung, for example, Apple. Similarly, CRM is a important concept, and that company which realized that CRM is going to be the future of business domain and started working very early, that company is now billionaire today. That is Salesforce. And this is how Salesforce started the journey. Now, a question may come in your mind that Shekhar, you have shown me the chart of Salesforce, SAP, Microsoft, Oracle and all. Now, tell me why Salesforce is so much different than others. Please note, one of the reasons why Salesforce is so much different than other is using the cloud computing, using the cloud functionality. What is the meaning of that and how we can take the benefit of this? Let me tell you. First of all, see, there are plenty of advantage of cloud computing and benefits of cloud technology that I'm going to talk in the next slide. But before that, let me tell you one important thing, that if you ask today, even a school going child, then even he will tell, if you ask a school going child today, then even a school going kid will tell you that cloud computing is the future of IT world. Even he will tell you. But if you see the history, let's say somewhere around 2005, 6 and all, so there were thousands of people in the market who used to talk negatively, who used to write negatively about the future of cloud computing, where just before few years, let's say somewhere 2005-6. Just imagine if this is the negative situation in 2005-6, how much negative it could be in 2004 or 3 or 2 or 1 or 0, that is 2000, right? Absolutely negative. Now if this is the situation, a negative situation in 2000, can you imagine how much could be before that? And just imagine this amazing bold decision taken by CEO of Salesforce, Mark Benioff, who left a very high salaried job and started a company on CRM applications based on a cloud technology, and he started this all activity. He started this all activity in March 1999, and that was the birth of Salesforce. Since 1999, today is 2016, Salesforce giving service from last 17 years in the market. And because of this reason, Salesforce is different. So I hope you understand now why Salesforce is different. Now let me go for the final slide of the day. Please note that there is a rule in my training process which I follow. The rule is, if I see or if I feel that whatever I'm speaking, out of that at least even few words are not clear to my student, I intentionally speak more about those few words and try to explain them and try to make them 100% clear. Even if I see one word is not clear, I will try to put efforts to ensure each and every person is clear. So right now I use the word cloud computing, assuming that you may have some kind of doubts or maybe not having any kind of clarity on that. So let me just tell you something about that with a very useful example, a very important example for you. Please pay attention. Now I am going to tell you how exactly Salesforce taking advantage of cloud computing. But I am going to compare two things, how actually project works in a traditional approach and how in Salesforce application process. Let's focus on this first, this second. Assume that there is a person, the name of the person is, let's say, Chinmaya. He is in India. He got a call from a person called as John in USA. John said, "Hi
Okay.
Chinmaya, I came to know about you that you are a very good Java person." I'm taking Java as just an example. So Chinmaya said,
Okay.
"Yeah, please tell me how can I help you?" He's saying, "Okay, I have a company in USA. I need a software for that. Can you create it?" Chinmaya said, "Okay," and he took the requirement. He started the work. But he realized my laptop is very outdated. Chinmaya's laptop is very outdated. He can't do this kind of things on a project for this on this very outdated laptop. Then he started purchasing or upgrading the laptop by purchasing RAM, processor, memory, whatever is needed. He came home by spending few hundreds of dollars and he started working on that because it's now upgraded laptop. Now he realized, oh, I don't have any software, and where I'm going to build the software. I need an application for that. Again, he went to the market, purchased some application, let's say for example NetBeans, by spending hundreds of dollars, came home, installed that. Now he started working. Again he realized, oh, I don't have a database. Where and how I'm going to save the data of this guy John. Again he went to the market, purchased some CD of Oracle for example by spending again hundreds of dollars, came home, installed that and ready to work. Step number 2, finish. Assume that after a few months project is finished. Chinmaya called John, said, next step please, project is done. John said, okay, great, come to USA, show me the demo, install on my laptop. If all goes fine, I'll pay you the money. He went to USA, Chinmaya went to USA, installed the things on John's system. Any issues are coming, he made debug, test and update. Finally, everything is fine. John is very happy and finally he paid money. Chinmaya came back to India. Assume that after a few years, there is a big problem in the software. It's not working. And John is calling Chinmaya back to back and saying, my software is not working. Come to USA somehow. Even my system is not working. I'm not able to solve this problem. My entire business is down. Come here in US, come here to USA anyhow. Now assume that at that time Chinmaya's brother is getting married. And now he is not interested to travel here and there. But still, because of this very critical issue, his company is going to like have a completely bankruptcy because of this huge loss. Because of that only, Chinmaya went to USA, stayed there for a few days, solved the problem of customer, again came back to India, but he was upset because he missed one very important event in his life, that is brother's marriage. Please know these kind of adjustments, these kind of headaches, these kind of issues, compromises we don't have in Salesforce journey. How? Let me show you the same example with Salesforce. Assume that after a few years, again some John called to Chinmaya and said, hi Chinmaya, I hope you remember me. Now we are working on Salesforce and we want to move the same project in Salesforce. Can you create that? Chinmaya said, sure, I recently completed Salesforce, I can do that. And Chinmaya started working. In this case, Chinmaya was focusing on upgrading laptop, RAM, processor and all. Here he will focus on only one thing. Arrange internet and finish. Here he was focusing on purchasing NetBeans, purchasing Oracle, installing, configure, connect, so many things. Here Chinmaya will check only one thing, is my internet connection working? That's it. Here Chinmaya went to USA, came to India, some issues happened, came to USA, went to USA again, came to India. Here he will do all the things just by ensuring one thing, is my internet working. Just imagine how dramatically the entire market changed. That from a very hectic approach to a very simplified approach, the market moved because of this entry of Salesforce, where just by arranging internet you can do entire project. How this magic is happening? It's because Salesforce using three important pillars of cloud computing: SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, which means IaaS says to Chinmay that Chinmay, you don't worry about having the RAM, processor, memory and all for your project. Everything is ready. I'm going to provide you everything. You just focus on your business logic. Who is saying? Salesforce saying to Chinmaya. Salesforce saying to Chinmaya that I have a PaaS facility, platform as a service, with which you don't worry about purchasing Eclipse from the market, purchasing Oracle database in the market. Everything is ready for you. Everything is set. You please focus on your work. Next, here Salesforce saying to Chinmaya that Chinmaya, don't worry about traveling to USA, India. With my software as a service feature, the entire application will be on internet. So no matter your customer is in USA, UK or any corner of the world, you can work from your home, from your hotel, even from the internet cafe as well. You don't need to travel here and there. So this way, Salesforce is helping the developers, consultant, admin, employer, customer, everyone is happy and getting benefit of Salesforce. And that is the reason Salesforce is so much popular. And the final point of the day, if you are going to have a career as Salesforce admin, you will work at this level. Salesforce developer at this level. At this level we don't work because here the things will be done by Salesforce engineers. And that's all with this demonstration.